Well, a bipartisan bill at the State House aims to close a loophole in Indiana's child seduction law. CBS 4's Kristen Eskow shows us how it could help prosecutors file charges.
Right now, the state's child seduction law doesn't specifically mention youth sports coaches not affiliated with a school. But this bill aims to change that and add more protections in some situations.
Hundreds of thousands of young people in Indiana are participating in these activities.
Beth White with the Indiana Coalition to End Sexual Assault and Human Trafficking says that's why it's important to make sure all Indiana coaches would be treated the same when it comes to the state's child seduction law. It's a charge applied in crimes when an adult in a position of trust or authority engages in sexual contact with a child under age 18. Right now, the law includes youth sports coaches employed by a school, but doesn't say anything about coaches in leagues not connected to a school district.
We do not believe that it's a widespread problem in Indiana, but we know that any place that adults are interacting with young people in a position of authority, they're vulnerable.
State Representative Maureen Bauer has introduced a bill that would ensure any coach can be charged. It would create new criminal penalties if the child is age 16 or older, and enhanced penalties if the child is under age 16.
I think the ultimate goal is to protect all children, no matter where they decide to play sports.
Child seduction can be a level 5 or 6 felony in Indiana. Prosecutors like Brent Eaton in Hancock County say they believe the bill adds needed protections amid the growth of youth sports leagues.
The way the statute was written is the lack of employment by a school would have been a potential defense to a prosecution under the statute, and this closes that loophole.
The bill has received bipartisan support at the State House, but the Indiana Public Defender Council remains opposed. Zach Stock testified Tuesday before a Senate committee, arguing the law is becoming too complex.
I think we need to really rework this child seduction statute to make it more general, to Senator Pohl's point about trying to identify the undue influence, define it appropriately to catch more people in advance.
The bill passed in the House with unanimous support. After receiving unanimous support in a committee earlier, the bill now heads to the Senate floor. At the State House, Kristen Eskow, CBS 4 News.
Kristen, thank you. During the committee hearing this morning, lawmakers also approved an amendment adding work supervisors to the bill.